watching Valley Sports, the home of the Brewers and Bucks.
Rainy day in Milwaukee, and we're set for Brewers baseball on Valley Sports Wisconsin. It is presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook, a new era of sports betting. American Family Field, no problem on a rainy Thursday. Closed up the roof and the panels. Fourth and final game against the Dodgers, and the Brewers picked up a game last night with a win. They're up 8.5 games with 42 to play. Brewers had a nice victory last night in a snatch 'em back. Down early, ended up beating the Dodgers for the first time this series. Now they give the ball to a guy who has been their best this year. Against the Reds, had one of his better games of the season, a career-high 9 strikeouts. Tobias Myers matches up against an old nemesis, Jack Flaherty, from the Tigers to the Dodgers. And with that, we welcome you. Hi, everybody. Great to have you with us on this Thursday afternoon. I'm Brian Anderson along with Bill Schroeder. We'll hear from Sophia Minard in just a moment. Well, the Brewers have a lot of ways you could go after last night's win. Devin Williams was impressive, but Tobias Myers gets the ball today, Rock. He has been so steady in his rookie year. It's impressive what he's done.
Yeah, season high in strikeouts his last time out against the Cincinnati Reds. Pitched into the 8th inning, 9 punch-outs, but since the end of June, he's been one of the best starters in all of baseball. He's gone 5-3 in those starts. There's 11 starts, a 175 earned run average, second best in all of baseball in that stretch. In August, he's made 2 starts. He's allowed 1 run in those 2 starts. He's filling the strike zone with that deceptive fastball. That Iron Mike delivery has been very successful. He has not been walking guys, only 6 walks in his last 6 starts. He's got to get through the first inning. That's where he really struggles. Once he gets through the first inning, he has been very good this year.
No Mookie Betts in the lineup today for the Dodgers, but they certainly have a list of all-stars waiting. And the Brewers have an all-star who's back. Devin Williams, about as impressive as it gets last night. 3 up, 3 down, notch the save. Sophia's got more on Devin Williams when we come back.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball on Valley Sports Wisconsin is brought to you by your local Wisconsin Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Everyone talking about Devin Williams after his performance last night. The Rookie of the Year, 2-time National League Reliever of the Year. Picked up an impressive save last night to help the Brewers snap their losing streak. Good afternoon, Sophia Minard here at American Family Field. And Devin Williams has 56 career saves in already an incredible career for him. And last night may have been one of the most impressive saves of his career. He went through the top of the Dodgers lineup. Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman needed just 7 pitches, all 7 for strikes through 2 changeups in that sequence to those 3 former MVPs. And so here's a look. Time to play fully brought to you by Aurora Healthcare. Again, Devin Williams covering the 9th. It was Nick Mears, Jared Koenig, Yoel Paynes who set it up for him. Struck out Mookie Betts there on a fastball. And then this was the final out to Freddie Freeman, getting him to roll over on a changeup. So 2 air benders for Devin Williams in that sequence. A lot of confidence for him in the fastball. Here's what he had to say about facing the Dodgers Big 3.
I don't know if there's a better 1, 2, 3 in the league, you know. It was definitely a good test. Passed it today. Might have to do it again tomorrow. You can go into any at-bat with a plan. That doesn't mean you're going to execute it, right? Like maybe I want to throw a changeup for a strike, and I don't. So where do you go from here? You know, it's always changing. We finally got a lead, and then they scratched back, you know, tie the game. But they didn't quit. You know, they grinded out at bats and got us another run, and bullpen was able to lock it down.
Well, Devin Williams locked it down last night against the top of the order. Shohei Ohtani back in the lineup for the Dodgers. Freddie Freeman as well. No Mookie Betts in the lineup. The Brewers are countering with their rookie, Tobias Myers, who has been one of the best pitchers in the National League. First pitch coming up next.
Great day to close the roof, and great to have the roof here at American Family Field. It is pouring outside. Final game of the series, Brewers-Dodgers, Game 4. Brewers going after the split with a win today. Tobias Myers has been terrific. And he is back on the mound at American Family Field. Brewers will welcome in the Guardians tomorrow. This is a tough homestand. Milwaukee took 2 out of 3 from the Reds, hoping for a split against the Dodgers. And the team with the best record in baseball, the Guardians, coming in next. There's Dave Roberts, 8-3 in his last 11. Dodgers have played good baseball since the All-Star break. They've had 2 5-game winning streaks, and they have the best record in the National League starting play today. Potawatomi Sportsbook batting order has Shohei Ohtani in the DH role, leading off once again. Teoscar Hernandez bumps up to number 2. Freddie Freeman hitting 3rd. Then it's Smith, Lux, and Rojas with Jason Hayward, Andy Pajes, and Kike Hernandez. As Sophia mentioned, no Mookie Betts in the starting lineup today. Set us up, Rock. Tobias Myers, our starting pitcher stats are brought to you by Spectrum.
Yeah, he has been really good since the beginning of July. His last 11 starts, a 175 earned run average. Not too many have been better than him. Only 6 walks in his last 6 starts. First inning is always a bit shaky for Tobias Myers. And with this lineup that the Dodgers throw out there, top 3, tough to get through. We'll see how he does. Once he gets through the first inning, it's been much better after that. Let's check out the defense behind Myers today. Got Cheerio, Mitchell, and Frelick in the outfield. Ortiz Adames on the left side. Terang Hoskins on the right side. And William Contreras, day game after a night game, back behind home plate.
Umpiring crew in place. That's John Bacon calling the balls and strikes. Everything's better with Bacon. Nate Tomlinson at first. Chris Siegel is the second base umpire, and the crew chief is over at third base. David Rackley had the plate last night. And all the pieces in place here as we get ready for the final game of this 4-game series. Dodgers have secured the season series against Milwaukee. Took 2 out of 3 in LA, and they've won 2 of the first 3 here in Milwaukee. But the Brewers can earn a split and then welcome in the Guardians tomorrow, the Stephen Vogt-led Cleveland Guardians. Shohei Ohtani ready to go. Tobias Myers ready to go. First pitch is in there for a strike, and away we go. And a good sign early, you get a high strike call. Tobias Myers lives in the upper quadrants of the strike zone. Quickly 0-2 on Ohtani and another high fastball.
And that fastball has been a really good pitch for him. Straight over the top like the Iron Mike pitching machine. Can be very deceptive.
Second start of the homestand for Myers. First time he's ever faced the Dodgers. He is a rookie. He pitched a beautiful game against Cincinnati. That was the 1-0 Brewers victory last Saturday. No decision for Myers in that game. Well, he went 7 1/3. He pitched into the 8th inning. Struck out a career best 9. Did not allow a run.
99 pitches, able to get through 7 1/3. Pretty good work out of Tobias.
Is a strike throwing machine when he's right. Ohtani pops this one up. Churiel playing very deep, has a long way in, and will put it away, and that's how the day starts for the rookie Tobias Myers.
Yeah, no runs for Tobias Myers. 7 1/3 innings. Was able to throw a lot of strikes. The fastball, cutter, slider combination for him. Not too many changeups. A career high 9 punch-outs in that start, and no decision. But the Brewers, as you mentioned, be a 1-0 victory that night.
That was his first start against Cincinnati, and it can be beneficial for Myers with hitters that have not seen him. There's not a single Dodger that has ever faced Tobias Myers. Hernandez laces one to center field, but right at Garrett Mitchell. That was a rocket, but right into the glove of the Brewers center fielder. Left the bat at 111 miles an hour. An atom ball. 2 up and 2 down here in the first.
Yeah, we've been talking about, the first inning for Tobias Myers this year. First inning, a 5.29 ERA. Rest of the game, 2.23.
Here's Freddie Freeman. Freeman has had 5 hits in his last 2 games here. Freeman checks in 7th in the league in batting. He's hitting .291, 17 homers, 71 RBIs. 2 quick strikes on Freddie Freeman as Myers has found the slot with that high fastball early. He works quickly. The 0-2 fouled back. Freeman had a good cut. They always fire off the pyro inside the ballpark. Normally not a big deal, except when the roof is closed and the panels are closed. So it looks like there's a little haze coming in here. That is a foul ball.
And got the knob of the bat. Freddie Freeman showing the umpire. Yeah, got the knob of the bat. He liked the honesty.
Just missed the elbow. Yeah, hit the knob of the bat.
Yep. Hit the bat. I don't get first base.
But when you're a great hitter, you can do that. And now a rollover. Hoskins way over there. Makes a nice flip to Tobias Myers. That had a little adventure on it. But a 3-1 put out and a great start for Tobias Myers. We're off and running. Brewers coming to bat. Jack Flaherty on the mound for L.A. Pat Murphy and the Brew Crew got the win last night. Avoided that 4-game losing streak. They're the only team in MLB without 4 consecutive losses. Murphy's Potawatomi Sportsbook batting order gets it started with Bryce Terang, Jackson Chourio, and Garrett Mitchell. Those will be the first 3 against Jack Flaherty, wearing 0 on his back, traded from the Tigers to the Dodgers. He had signed a 1-year deal with Detroit. And the former Cardinal back at American Family Field. He misses up and away, facing Bryce Terang to start the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, he's having a terrific year. 21st start, ERA just under 3. Very familiar with the Brewers, making start number 18 in his career against Milwaukee. 4-7 his record.
Terang 1 hit in the series, should have 2, but a base running blunder ended up on an appeal. Took a double away from Terang yesterday. But that 1 hit was a key triple early in the game yesterday that delivered a run. Brewers got down 3-0 after the first inning, scored 3 in the second, went ahead, lost the lead, and then went ahead late on a Mookie Betts error. And then Devin Williams came up with one of the most impressive saves that you can have against the 3 former MVPs. 7 pitches, 7 strikes. Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman retired in order.
And the pitching outstanding. Frankie Montas able to pitch through 5 innings, only gave up the 3 runs.
After that first inning, Montas was in a new gear with the fastball velocity. I think that's got everybody encouraged today. He hit 98 miles an hour last night, and after the first inning settled in and pitched beautifully. He had 30 pitches in the first inning. He didn't think he was going to be able to last long. Terang hanging tough in a 2-strike count. Bryce back in the leadoff spot. Flaherty is a swing and miss pitcher. The best whiff percentage in the majors from those who qualify. Terang down the line fair. Off to the races he goes. Hernandez fields it well in the corner. And Bryce Terang starting to get hot.
Yep, 4-seam fastball down and away. Went right with it. And Jack Flaherty average fastball about 94. Not a bad pitch. Might have gotten a little bit too much to the plate, but pretty good swing by Bryce. Leadoff double for the Crew.
Beautiful at bat there. 3 consecutive foul balls with 2 strikes, and then he delivered with the double down the line. We see you, Bryce Terang. Be good to get him hot in that leadoff spot. He can be a streaky hitter. Here's Jackson Chourio now. Chourio, big swing at a first pitch slider.
Basically 3 pitches for Flaherty: fastball, curveball, slider. Every now and again a changeup, but not too many.
How fun is the game right now for Jackson Chourio? He brings a lot of joy to the ballpark anyway, and he hammers that one. Chourio sends it way back. 2-run blast. The 20-year-old continues to shine.
Just got more fun. Boy, a bomb. Back-to-back fastballs to Churio, 421 feet. Well, he's something else.
It's incredible.
What kind of second half he's been having.
15th home run of the year. Churio has 16 steals. And since June 2nd, he has been among the best hitters in that Brewers lineup every day as Flaherty pumps a strike in there on Garrett Mitchell. He missed that first pitch slider, and you could just see it in his body language. Like, all right, I got this guy. And then he launches one. Lightning quick hands. Brewers with 2 on the board before Flaherty records an out. Garrett Mitchell back in the number 3 spot in the batting order. And a wave and a miss. Flaherty strikes him out. A curveball. And the first out of the ball game for Flaherty.
Yeah, slider for a strike, then this pitch. Fastball to Churio up. Our Powerball home run count. Number 15 for Jackson Churio. Gives the Brewers a 2-0 lead. First time the Brewers have been able to get on the board first.
He is the 3rd rookie in franchise history to post at least 15 homers and 15 steals in a season. Wayne Comer and Ryan Braun are the other 2. Of course, Braun in his rookie year had 34 home runs and 15 stolen bases. Churio is on a pace for 20. Contreras gets ahead in the count, and Flaherty drops a curveball. He just missed with it. That's that spike curveball he throws. What an electrifying player, Jackson Churio. He's got a dry cleaning bill, though, for J.P. Morosi, our good pal with MLB Network. He was Churio's interview last night, and John Paul took the Gatorade bath.
He just stood there, though.
I
mean, he saw it coming.
Sophia has the art of escaping the scene, and JP hadn't quite learned that yet. So we apologize for that, Mr. Morosi. Keep up the great work, and you can send Churio the bill.
I think he'll be just fine with it.
3-1 to count, and a swing and a miss. That's the slider from Flaherty. Throws it 3-1. Adames probably the one that deserves that bill. He's the king of the Gatorade bath. 3-2. This is the scene last night. Adames got him, and a 2-for-1.
Just a glancing blow, little spray, no big deal. Just wipe it off.
Oh. The hazards of the reporter gig. Here's Contreras. That one is way back. Watch it fly. A bomb. Contreras makes it 3-0 Brewers. Number 16. 70 RBIs now for one of the most prolific hitting catchers in the game.
Well, talk about sitting on a breaking ball. A lot of breaking pitches to Contreras in that at bat for Flaherty. Only one fastball in that sequence in 7 pitches. He hung one and he hit it out of here. Ended up middle in.
That was one he could enjoy. There was no doubt about that one. And down the gauntlet he goes. Brewers having some fun early. Here's Willie Adames now. Still only 1 out. And Adames takes a ball. Second 3-run inning the Brewers have had in the last 2 days.
All this talk about the Dodgers top 3 in the batting order, the top of their batting order. Brewers saying, what about us? Nice statement early today.
Shave a few numbers off those salary numbers, but delivering when it counts. Second-year man in Terang. You got the rookie Churio.
Talk about a spinner, a cement mixer, and he knew it as soon as he hit it.
Satisfied look. 417-foot homer. as Adames is tied up. 2-2 the count. Brewers have power up and down their lineup. Not necessarily a home run hitting team, but they do get home run power throughout their batting order. Adames is the club leader in home runs with 21. Willie checks in 5th in the league in RBIs as well. He's got 80 ribbies. Top 5 in RBIs. He's been one of the most productive shortstops. Offense, home run balls, and RBIs the last few years.
Offense has been going through Adames and Contreras for the last couple of years.
2-2. And Adames strikes out. Flaherty back to the curve. Picks up his second K, second out of the first inning.
Well, let's check out the Landmark Credit Union defense for the Dodgers. Got Hernandez, Pages, and Hayward in the outfield. Jason Hayward getting his start. Mookie Betts just went out. Hernandez, Kike Hernandez at third. Freddie Freeman at first. Miguel Rojas, Gavin Lux, the Wisconsin native, at second base, and Will Smith behind home plate again.
First ball swinging, Jake Bauers. That's deep into center. That's going to stay in for Pages. And that will retire the side. Brewers come out banging today. Leadoff double, 2-run homer, Churio, solo homer, Contreras, and 2 no-doubters in the first inning. The Brewers strike first against LA, 3-0. We go to the second. What a gem the Brewers have found in Jackson Churio. Signed him to an 8-year deal before he ever stepped on a big league field. And after some early season struggles, he has been locked in since early June. A 2-run homer. Contreras followed with a solo shot. Churio's went .421. Contreras hit his .417.
Man, talk about a team-friendly deal, right? Looking better all the time.
Will Smith leads off for LA. 3-0 Brewers. Now we'll see how Tobias Myers goes with a lead. Didn't get much run support against the Reds last Saturday. Just 1 run.
And the Brewers scored that run when he was out of the game.
This is a heavy hitting Dodger team. So even though the 3 runs look nice on the board, there's a long way to go in this game. Smith fouls it away.
Well, as you mentioned, none of these guys have ever seen Tobias Myers. First start against LA. Normally, at least first time through, you would think he has the advantage. These big league hitters, they make adjustments quickly.
Smith had the day off yesterday. He's been a slumping hitter. Dave Roberts dropped him down in the batting order because of it, but he had 2 great games in the first 2 games, and he's hitting in his customary cleanup spot once again today for Dave Roberts. Smith has been one of the best hitting catchers. He and Contreras both lay claim to that. That one right by him, though. Fastball at 94. Tobias Myers picks up his first K and has retired his first 4 as we send it down to Sophia Minnaert. Hi, Sophia.
Hi, guys. Yeah, Tobias Myers coming off of a great start on Saturday. The 7 1/3 scoreless innings, career high 9 strikeouts for him. Had strikeouts on all 5 of his pitches. The fastball was his best pitch, though. 5 strikeouts for him. And had 72% strikes with that. 29 strikes on 40 fastballs overall. And this was coming after what he said was his worst bullpen of the season. That was Thursday in Atlanta. It was the end of the road trip. He said it was before that early day game. It was hot. He said he was tired. His stuff was terrible. And in his rookie season, part of what they've done with Tobias Myers, pitching coach Chris Hook, bullpen catcher Christian Correa, who does the throwing program with Tobias in between starts, they've given him a daily grade. And he said, my bullpen was so bad, they didn't even give me a grade for that day. So they really liked how he responded, putting together that outing against Cincinnati. In between, guys, this start, he said it was much, much better. The grade overall was a B+, Christian Correa told me. So that's just how baseball is, right? I mean, but this is part of his learning process, and it's part of keeping him accountable with his daily work, what he's working on, his plans. And again, the results are showing up for him on the mound.
Yeah, just an amazing job with these Brewers pitching coaches have done with him.
Oh, nice backhanded pick by Ortiz. Long throw, and it gets by Hoskins. It does stay in play. Gavin Lux is very fast. Ortiz going with the long hop throw. Hoskins could not pick it. That'll be an infield hit.
And not long enough to hop a little bit in between, making it a difficult play for Reese. Pretty good swing by Gavin Lux. Good hands by Joey. You can see it's kind of an in-between hop. Tough handle for Reese Hoskins.
Coming your way, Soph. Balls that get loose like that, or those wayward throws, they don't bother Sophia at all. She just swats him away. She's already taken a shot to the shoulder earlier this year.
And never did stop her.
Just kept going.
Her hit. Yeah. Her report.
She's a gamer. She got the big breeze machine going on down there, though. Nice.
It's not on yet.
The ground ball to short. Adames to, oh, he throws it away. And everybody will advance.
My, oh my.
Lux stops at third base. Boy, Willie Adames is in a defensive slump right now. That is normally automatic for Adames.
I'm not sure what happened. Probably didn't have a good grip on the baseball. It wasn't going to be a double play ball. Didn't look like he rushed his throw. Looked like a changeup, not even close to second base. Well, you hate to see that. It seems like a changeup he threw out there. Kind of a palm ball. That'll be an E6 on Willie Adames.
I give Rojas a fielder's choice. Both runners advance, so second and third with one out. And here's Jason Hayward. Got a pinch hit appearance last night. Stayed in the game, finished the game in right field. Starts are going to be occasional now that Mookie Betts is back. And Betts no longer playing in the infield, so he's going to be the everyday right fielder. Dave Roberts giving Betts a day off. He just returned to the active roster Monday, and it was a scheduled day off. Play 3 in a row, give him a day off. Dodgers are going to St. Louis, and Betts is expected to be in the lineup for all 3 games there. Myers could use a strikeout here.
Yes, indeed.
Second and third with one out.
Defense has played a big part in this series. Dodger defense not very good yesterday. 3 errors.
Hayward has been playing quite a bit with Betts out, so he has had regular at-bats. More of a concern when you get into this run when you're playing once a week on how effective he can be as he swings and misses. Good slider by Myers. That one had some nasty late break to it.
Yeah, late break, quick, not big, but enough.
Dude, that 89 miles an hour rock.
More like a cutter, right?
That's not too far off his regular fastball. The 2-2. Hayward on the ground. Gloved by Terang. This is a beautiful play, but it does deliver a run. Heck of a play by Terang. It's the second out. Give Hayward an RBI.
Well, that should have ended the inning.
Dodgers are on the board in this second inning.
Can't be given extra outs against this group. An unearned run for the Dodgers.
Terang, a Gold Glove performer this year at second base. Here's Andy Pages in a 2-run home run here Tuesday night. Wrapped one off the foul pole down the left field line. His 9th homer of the year. Runner at third, 2 gone, second inning. Pages, big aggressive swing, and it's 1-1. Rojas, the runner at third. And that one's in the air, left field, well hit. Churrio going back. Churrio cannot make the play. Off the heel of his glove. Pages into second base with an RBI double. Churrio almost secured it, but did not get it in the webbing.
It just didn't look real comfortable going back on that baseball. Going back on a ball, it gives a lot of guys, particularly young players, problems. Check it out. Really wasn't real comfortable on it. Had some room. It wasn't really that close to the wall. Off the heel of the glove, and that'll be a double and another run batted in.
And all these extra pitches. Here's Kike Hernandez, the number 9 hitter. Dodgers have gotten a lot of production from the bottom of their order. That's usually a sign of successful play by the Dodgers. Their top 4 in their lineup are so dynamic. When they get runners on base down at the bottom, that usually coincides with winning streaks. That ball's hit well to right, but playable. And Sal Frelick will make the catch. The inning is over. Costly error by Willy Adames. Dodgers get 2 back. And it's 3-2 Brew Crew as we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning.
Hey, collector must have Bob Uecker, Harry Doyle bobblehead at the Brewers game on Saturday, courtesy of Chevrolet. Get here early as the first 30,000 fans through the gates will be given this limited edition bobble. Get your seats at brewers.com/giveaways.
It's a good one. It's a collector's item. Here, I like to put it right there.
Where's Renee? Come on, Renee. Take it. There you go.
Just a bit outside. Bob Uecker never hears that, by the way.
No.
People shout that at Bob Uecker almost every day for the last 30 years.
Say, Renee was behind me to take that iPad, and
she does not like to be on camera.
There's no camera for Renee.
I don't know what her past is like, if there are people out there that are looking for her.
Yeah.
But she does not like to be seen.
Witness protection, maybe.
Yeah, she's definitely afraid of that camera. But she is the world's greatest stage manager.
Yep.
First and only inductee into the Stage Manager Hall of Fame. 1-2 to Hoskins, and a swing and a miss. Flaherty to the fastball that time. Hoskins strikes out. Flaherty's got 3 Ks in the early going, giving up the 3 runs in the first inning, but all but one of his outs have been via the K.
Yeah, a lot of off-speed pitches, and then that fastball up and in, very effective. A lot of curveballs, a lot of sliders in the first inning.
He is an LA native, back home. Went to high school at Harvard Westlake. Deals a curveball strike to Frelick. Frelick looking for his first hit of the series. And a big swing. 0-2 the count.
Yeah,
right off the mask of Smith.
He's been really good. 8-1 in his last 10 starts. Between Detroit and the Dodgers. That's a 204 earned run average.
I always felt like you knew Flaherty was feeling good on the mound when he starts flipping that ball around. He's very, and he does that by design, just to kind of keep himself loose, kind of keep his hands, the finger pressure loose, and he'll flip the ball around in and out of his glove. He burst onto the scene with the Cardinals. Ended up as their opening day starter in the 2020 year. He was an all-star in 2019. Finished 4th in the Cy Young Award in 2019. Former first rounder by the Cardinals. Frelick, a fly ball to Pajes in center, and there are 2 outs in the second.
Yeah, his numbers against the Brewers are not very good. This is start number 18. He's 4-7. ERA at about 4.5. I kind of feel like, going back to his days with the Cardinals, that he was really good in starts, but then kind of, 5th, 6th innings was giving up runs. I mean, he was really good in the beginning of the game. It felt like, oh, here we go again. Flaherty's going to have a dandy, but he'd give up some runs, end up losing a game.
First pitch slider in there for a strike on Joey Ortiz. Started to have some shoulder problems in the 2022 season, and it was evident then that his starts would go south quick. The fatigue of the shoulder, and he tried to pitch through it. Last year, the Cardinals traded him to Baltimore, and then really it wasn't a huge market for him because of the concerns over the shoulder and other injuries, but mostly the shoulder. Bet on himself, took a 1-year deal with the Tigers, and he crushed it.
He's going to make some money next year.
You would think. Dodgers traded a couple of big prospects over to the Tigers to get Flaherty. And he's glad to be back home. He is a Southern California kid. Loves the LA area. Different high school than Christian Yelich's high school. Yelich went to Westlake High. Flaherty went to Harvard Westlake. As Yelich says, those are where the rich kids went. As Ortiz strikes out and Flaherty comes right back. 3 up, 3 down inning after he gave up 3 in the first. 4 Ks for Flaherty. 3-2 Brewers. We go to the Dodger half of the third. A reminder, you can stream Brewers baseball all season long on the Bally Sports app. 3-2 game. Brewers got 3 in the first inning. 2 homers in the inning. Churio and Contreras. Dodgers with a couple of runs last inning. Some shoddy defense by the Brewers in the second. Not just the error by Adames, but maybe a couple of plays that could have been made. Hoskins ranges over. Ohtani on the first pitch is retired.
Yeah, there you go.
He's 0 for 2 today, Shohei Ohtani.
Kind of feel like you win the lottery when you get it out early in the count against that guy.
Ohtani's been in a little bit of a slump lately. He is 4 for his last 36 at the plate. That's the last 9 games. He popped a couple of homers in each of the first 2 games of this series.
Only 2 hits in the series.
Opposite field homer Monday by Ohtani, and then he pulled one Tuesday. They were both impressive in different ways, but that's all the damage Ohtani has done. Teoscar Hernandez takes a strike.
Well, you hope it gets hot when they go to St. Louis.
Yes. Absolutely. 3-game series coming up with the Dodgers in St. Louis, part of their road trip. Hernandez pops this one up right center field. Frelick coming in and runs it down. Boy, Frelick threw it into 5th gear.
Yes, sir.
Makes a beautiful running catch for the second out of the inning.
Outran it. Boy, he got a good jump on it. And he had to on his horse coming in. Our T-Mobile coverage can't play so far today. Sal Frelick coming in on a little can of corn. No problem.
He called it early, and if you notice, Terang was able to peel off the route. You're always worried on fly balls like that about collisions. Those are some of the most dangerous collisions in the game. Infielders going back, outfielders full speed coming in.
Yeah, don't just call it once. You got to keep calling it and make it loud.
Cut fastball, a generous call back there from John Bacon. And it's 0-2 on Freddie Freeman. Myers working quickly and misses. 1-2 on Freeman. Freeman grounded out his last time up. Pulled one over to first. Trying to shoot one the other way here. He fouls it back.
Tried to backdoor the slider that time. Slider right on the outside corner. A lot of guys going to give up on that pitch, not Freeman.
Freeman ropes one to right, base hit. It just feels like there's no areas in the strike zone to attack Freeman. You almost just got to try to let him get himself out and pound the strike zone.
Has the unique ability to put bat to baseball. Not a bad cutter was in on him. Suddenly he got it down on the trademark just a little bit. Hit it hard. Sinking liner to right.
He's the active leader in hits. That was base hit number 2236. He's got a chance to have 3,000 hits. Smith into center field. It's sinking, and it's down, a base hit. Throw to third base comes in late. Will Smith right off the end of the bat. Mitchell was playing very deep and just couldn't quite run it down. Good effort, though, and a good job by Churio to back it up.
Yeah, you played deep. A man at first base, 2 outs. You played deep to cut off those gaps. That's why he couldn't get there. Right off the end of the bat.
We saw a little shrapnel come off that bat.
Broke it. Late break on it. thought Will Smith might go into second base on the throw to third, but he did not.
So first and third with back-to-back 2-out hits, and it brings up a hot hitter in Gavin Lux. Lux on the first pitch, fouls it away. The Kenosha native back in his home state. He's had a packed guest list each and every game. He said the 4-game series, adding that extra game, and that has really cut into his wallet.
Yeah, it gets expensive, doesn't it?
He did say he's at the point now where he's got a few on the pass list that he takes care of, but there's a lot of folks that are here that are on their own at this point.
Got to reach into the wallet.
Lux lost all of last year. He was hurt in spring training, tore the ACL and the LCL, the lateral ligament, and just a brutal knee injury. His right knee shattered it up. He was a very hesitant hitter in the first half of the season. That has all changed since the All-Star break, though, and his last 28 games he's hitting .350.
Swinging the bat with much better authority. Swinging it like he means it.
Had an infield hit in the second inning, hit the ball hard. Myers has him in a 2-strike count, 2-2, runners at the corners, tying run at third. And that one's in the dirt. Smith started then stopped. Count goes full now. Miguel Rojas on deck.
And change up, spikes it right off the edge of the plate. Good block by Contreras.
Smith will take off. Here's the 3-2, and Lux back up the middle and a base hit. The game is tied. Freeman scores. Smith to third.
Just like that. 2 outs, nobody on, 3 singles. Dodgers tie it up.
And Gavin Lux stays hot. 2 more hits. Tobias Myers was so close to making this play, which would have ended the inning.
Ball was hit hard. Reflexes, not able to knock it down. Tie game.
Chris Hook out to the mound. First visit by the pitching coach. That'll give us a chance to hear a quick word from Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Well, the Dodgers return on the favor from last night. LA scored 3 in the first last night. Brewers tied it with 3 in the second. And now in the third inning, the Dodgers have come back after 2 in the second. They've added 1 in the third. Tobias Myers not getting the swing and misses that he normally does.
And only 2 so far.
And got to watch out for that first pitch. Dodgers have started to swing early in counts. Rojas shows bunt and takes a ball.
Yeah, why not? Joey Ortiz way behind the bag at third. Rolling down the line. Not only a hit, but a run batted in.
That does not convince Ortiz. He stays right where he was originally positioned. And that's in the dirt. Another good block back there by Contreras.
Yeah, the way these guys swing the bat, the Dodgers up and down this batting order, it'll make a pitcher think a little bit. You got to feel like you got to put everything on the edges. Down in the strike zone, you make mistakes, they're going to hurt you.
Scary lineup.
Yeah.
And Rojas, as big of a free swinger as it gets. You know he wasn't going to wait around long without swinging the bat. 3 pitches was enough. He let it fly.
Tied the game last night as a pinch hitter.
He got a neck-high fastball from Jared Koenig last night to tie the game late. That was a pinch hit appearance in the 8th inning. He's had a nice year against Milwaukee in his 6 games. 6 hits, including that pinch hit RBI last night. 2-2 the count. Full count now.
Got that pine tar up pretty high on that bat.
Oh, we got a George Brett controversy maybe.
They used to check that. No more.
17 inches, right?
Umpires say I got enough to do.
There aren't many guys that use pine tar anymore. 3-2. Runner goes. And a little flare pop-up out to Turang. Myers makes a good pitch. Gets out of the inning, but 3 straight hits with 2 outs, and the Dodgers have leveled it at 3. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Brewers coming up, top of the order. Milwaukee Brewers baseball on Valley Sports Wisconsin is brought to you by Havish and Rotier Personal Injury Attorneys, national reputation, hometown service. And by Cousin Subs, believe in better. The spoils of American Family Field. It is pouring outside, but it is nice and dry. Inside, roof is closed up, panels are closed up, and we're playing ball on this Thursday afternoon. 3-3 game. Jack Flaherty, second time around the batting order now as Bryce Turang, Jackson Churio, and Garrett Mitchell will start this 3rd inning.
When you think about what the crowd would be today if the weather was like it is, if they didn't have a roof. What better place to be in the rain than American Family Field?
What Rock and I like to do with all of our broadcasting colleagues, when we see on the MLB app that they're in a rain delay, we send them a video, time-lapse video of the roof closing here in Milwaukee.
Always makes them feel better.
Yeah.
Those 3-hour rain delays on getaway day.
Baseball's most functional ballpark. She's a beaut. Players love coming here as well, and spacious quarters in the clubhouse. I was in the Dodger clubhouse the other day as Turang draws the walk. Yeah, they were raving about Phil Rozowitz's visiting clubhouse. Nice amenities here. Here comes Jackson Churio. Got a man on. Our advanced stat brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Jackson Churio since the All-Star break. These are updated numbers. 23 games, an OPS of 1,000.
Yeah, 6 homers.
366 batting average. He hammered a 2-run homers. Turang takes off. Smith's throw is high. Turang just kept a hand on the bag.
Yeah, didn't waste any time, did he? First pitch.
And he matches Ohtani's stolen base totals now.
Big lead, really good jump. Not even close.
Turang and Ohtani have been going back and forth, and each tied for 2nd in the league now with 35 steals.
Biggest challenge for Turang most of the time is keeping that hand on the bag. So aerodynamic. You ever slide head first?
Yeah, but I always preferred feet first.
Yeah.
Head first I was never good at it. I don't think I ever ran fast enough to get into a real slide.
Yeah.
It was more like a javelin or like a fall. Plop.
I did it once. I stuck into the ground like a lawn dart.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that was pre-boiler.
Right. No chance now.
No.
I love the fantasy camp head first slides. It's like a teeter-totter. Churio and caught, and a throw to second, and a double play. Well, Turang can't make that mistake. Got a freeze right there, and the Dodgers eliminate him from second base.
That ball's over the head of Hernandez. He's going to be able to walk home. Didn't need to get a really good jump. Perfectly timed his leap, and then a throw off to second base. Check it out. He's getting ready to throw before he's on the ground. Not even close.
Mistake by Turang. Churio hit it hard. 2 outs now, and here's Mitchell. I get the sense, Rock, and it could be me, but watching the Brewers in this series against the Dodgers, it just looks like most are trying to do more than they should. Just trying to
make something happen, right?
Make it happen, as opposed to play their game and play loose.
Kind of a fine line, though. You don't want the game to come to you. You want to take the game to it. Well, you make mistakes every now and again when you know you can't give extra outs. That's when you press a little bit.
There's some fundamental things that, even with a young team, the Brewers have been really good on the fundamental side of the game. They've got a lot of grinder ball players in that group of young players, and just maybe a little too eager this series. Felt like last night the Brewers should have run away with that game. It was a game where the Dodgers committed 3 errors, didn't pitch particularly well. It ended up being a 1-run game, and it was a nice win, but felt like a game the Brewers in recent months have been running away with.
It's all about experience. I mean, the more you go through seasons like this and you play teams like the Dodgers, who are beatable. I mean, they had lost games. The Brewers able to beat them yesterday, but we're talking about the youngest offense in baseball, Milwaukee Brewers.
Mitchell out to second base, bobbled by Lux, but he makes a play and the inning is over. Promising start, a walk and a steal, but a base running mistake on a liner. And Tobias Myers back to the mound in a 3-3 game. We go to the 4th.
They suit up for the dog days of summer at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of official jerseys, caps, t-shirts, collectibles, and more. Gear up with your Brewers at MLBshop.com.
Big crowd on a Thursday afternoon to see the Brewers and the Dodgers. Final game of the series, final game of the season series as well. Tobias Myers giving up 2 runs in the second. 3 straight hits with 2 outs in the third and a run. And a 3-3 game here as we go to the 4th. Jason Hayward, Andy Pages, and Kike Hernandez will be the first 3 up.
And 2 unearned runs in the first inning.
Hayward had an RBI on a ground out in that second inning. 25 RBIs now. Dodgers are going to have some roster challenges. That's a good problem, but they've got some pieces coming back. Max Muncy is scheduled to return soon, maybe even on this road trip. Tommy Edman is close to returning as well. 2 position players that'll be in there. That's a liner into right center, down. Mitchell able to cut it off and able to hold Hayward to a single. Jason Hayward with his first hit of the series.
How about that fastball up out of the zone? Dodgers had some pretty good bad ball hitters. Look what that is. Not only is it up, but it's away, and he's able to pull it. Sinking liner into center. Good job by Mitchell to keep him to first base.
Yeah, Hayward was thinking 2 all the way. Mitchell flagged it down. Here's Andy Pages now. You got to bang if you're going to beat the Dodgers. This is a prolific offensive team. They lead the National League in homers.
Second in the league in runs.
Yeah, only the Orioles and Yankees have hit more home runs in the big leagues than the Dodgers.
You're not going to win too many 2-1 games, 2-0 games. Although the Brewers did beat the Dodgers in L.A. 2-0 this year.
Pages had a double and an RBI in the second. Drove in the second run. Myers would love to get a ground ball out of him. He can run. He's got to hit one at an infielder to have a chance. 1 ball, 1 strike to Andy Pages. 1-2. Didn't mean to do it. Pages in a platoon in center field with Kevin Kiermaier. Kiermaier, a left-handed hitter. Kiermaier threw out a runner at the plate yesterday.
Had a good day at the plate as well.
That throw was clocked at 99 miles an hour from Kiermaier.
Yeah.
Not coming off a mound. Throw from center field.
Yeah, Turang's not going to get thrown out on a ball like that very often. Maybe once, and it was last night.
2-2 the count. Popped him up. Turang's got a long run over there. And Turang, man, does he make your life easy at first base? Rhys Hoskins was fighting it to get in position, but Turang, who's holding the bag a little bit in case of a stolen base attempt, flying across the field to make that play.
Much easier angle for Turang going across than Hoskins going straight back. That'd have been a tough play for Reese, but Turang able to bail him out.
Pages is retired. Turang is so skilled defensively. It is a pleasure to watch him play. Ground ball, got a chance here. Turang to second, Adames to first, and a double play. That's how you do it. Tobias Myers works around a leadoff single. Gets a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. A pair of strong throws. Keystone combo of the Brewers about as good as anyone. Still tied at 3. We go to the home fourth. Take you back to the first. William Contreras, StatCast powered by Google Cloud. Absolute bomb out of here. He knew it. He watched it. He flipped it. 417-foot home run off Jack Flaherty. Made it 3-0 at the time. Dodgers have answered, though. 2 in the second, 1 in the third. We're all even here in the bottom of the fourth. Contreras, big bounce out to Rojas. Plenty of time, and there's out number 1.
Yeah, Flaherty's really settled down after that first inning.
.26 first inning, where he gave up 2 homers, struck out 2. He's got a lot of swings and misses. He is right on level with what he normally does. Gets a ton of whiffs. It's just the assortment of pitches.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the velocity that he did in those early years with the Cardinals when he was pumping 97, 98 miles an hour. He doesn't sit in that position now. That's about all you'll get out of his fastball, 94, 96. But his breaking stuff is good. So he's been in that, mid-career reinvent world. His shoulder's finally healthy, and now he's pitching again.
Well, after you have those kind of problems, I mean, you can't rely on the velocity. Maybe every now and again, but you're not going to be able to do that. 90, mid-90s, upper 90s throughout the game.
Pitch clock was running down, so out to the mound he goes. There's Clayton Kershaw, the game 1 winner.
You get the sense there's more starting pitchers these days in the low 90s than there are in the upper 90s these days.
That was one of the things that Jack Flaherty mentioned, being traded to the Dodgers, not only his hometown team, but just to be on the same staff with Kershaw. Those formidable years for Flaherty as a teenager. Kershaw was bursting onto the scene. Kershaw is such a great mentor as well.
Yeah, he's 39 strikeouts away from 3,000.
Oh, and 2 the count to Adames. Willie, a strikeout victim in the first. Adames played, has started every game, stacked up the numbers. 21 homers, the Powerball home run leaderboard. He's at the top of the list. Adames has been the workhorse this year. He's had some defensive problems here in the last couple of weeks.
You gotta wonder if Pat Murphy's thinking about maybe giving him a day off.
Well, I know the manager is.
Yeah.
Getting Adames to agree to that is another thing. That is a called strike 3. Generous call down there. Adames shaking his head at John Bacon. And it is a strikeout. Flaherty picks up his second strikeout on Adames. Murphy is hooting at the home plate umpire.
Fastball over the plate, but down just a little bit. Got the call. Flaherty a little surprised by that one.
5th strikeout for Flaherty. And he's got 2 men out for Jake Bowers, who takes a strike.
A lot of times a manager will give a guy like an Adames a day off. Maybe, for instance, maybe Sunday, and then the Brewers have a team day off on Monday, giving them 2 days. I'd be very surprised, given the Brewers have this 8.5 game lead, if Willie ends up playing every single game.
I asked Willie yesterday about the days off discussion. He goes, I'll take a day off Monday. It'd be perfect. Brewers don't play Monday. Makes sense.
Got a couple of days off, coming up.
Adames is, he's not selfish in that regard. He thinks he plays better when he plays every day, when he pushes through. He believes he's at his worst when he does have a day off, when you let the air out of the balloon and you're not in the everyday grind. Man, wish there were more like him.
Yeah, right. I mean, he looks for excuses to play and not to play.
Bowers takes a ball.
So the Brewers have Monday off coming up, and then they have an off day on the 26th.
Finishing up a 13-game run here, 13 consecutive days. They got one more in September, 13 in a row. Schedule's favorable, though, as far as days off go, and they don't have that 20 consecutive game stretch anymore like the old schedules used to produce. Those were the ones that would bite you.
That was the most consecutive games that you can have based on Major League rules, 20 in a row. Brewers have 5 days off the rest of the way.
Bowers off the end of the bat, and a fly ball to center field. Going to make it a 1-2-3 inning once again for Flaherty. All tied at 3. Brewers Dodgers, last game of the series. We go to the 5th. Thursday night, you can set your compass due north. Due North Outdoors. Watch it tonight, 6 p.m. on Bally Sports. 3-3 game. We go to the 5th. Shohei Ohtani will lead off his 3rd at bat. And these are the key windows of the game for any starting pitcher, but especially against the Dodgers. 3rd time around the batting order, especially for hitters who have never seen Tobias Myers until today. Ooh, nice pitch there. Had Ohtani backing out. It was a changeup.
Hadn't thrown many of those. Didn't throw many against Cincinnati.
Just missed with a fastball. Actually, a little cutter out there. 2-1. Ohtani's 0 for 2. Making a run at a triple crown this year. And the front runner for MVP. Yikes. Big hack on a cutter.
You're not going to see him miss too many of those. A cutter at 91.
Cool.
Right down the middle. A little up in his zone, though. Right underneath it. Look at that swing.
2-2. And went right back to the fastball. Good for Myers. I was just about to say before that pitch, a lot of pitchers, you see a swing like that, you go to off speed. Shohei knows that. Myers stuck the fastball in on his hands again. And a base hit. Ohtani singles to right.
Seems like you can get him out upstairs, right? I mean, all things being equal, I mean, he's the tough out regardless, but when you get the ball down here, he is going to hit it and hit it hard. That ball through the infield in a second.
No leg kick, just a little twist to that lead foot, puts it down, and
like a lot of lefties, they like the ball down.
just a violent swing. Lead man on. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 2 today, both outs in the air.
Let's see if Ohtani takes off. He and Turang have been going at it in this series.
They are currently tied with 35 stolen bases. Turang had one earlier. Hernandez pops it up. This will be a big bat to retire for Tobias Myers, out number 1. How about a quick word from Auto Owners Insurance?
Auto Owners thinks the more you protect, the more you should save. And that's simple human sense.
Ohtani at first, one away. Here's Freddie Freeman as the rain continues to fall outside. My elbow tells me the rain's going to be out of here by around 3 o'clock.
Are your windows up?
Yeah. Windows are up, I think. Gets by Contreras. And Ohtani to second base. Slider in the dirt. Contreras stood up on that ball, trying to pick it, but
tough right here. Baseball skips off the plate, and that will keep it down a little bit. Won't give you the normal hop.
Got to block it though. Got to stay down on those. You know it's coming. 1-1 the count.
They used to say, every time you call an off-speed pitch, expect it in the dirt.
He'll be upset about that. That was not good form by Contreras. Part of that is Myers' command. You know, he puts you a little bit in the rocking chair back there behind the plate because he does have such good command. You don't see many in the dirt with him, but you got to be ready for those.
Well, plus, you know, baseball has catchers on one knee, making it a little bit more of a crapshoot if you're going to be able to block it.
1-2, and Adames sneaking in behind Ohtani.
I'd say if he spins around, they might get him.
That was a very strange sequence there. Adames really wanted to throw from Myers. I thought Myers was going to step off for a moment, then he just delivered the pitch.
He did not. I think everybody thought he was going to step off.
1-2. Here he comes. Freeman tracks it, takes a ball. Most hitters don't lay off that pitch. That's why Freeman is next level. Long pause, Myers. And Freeman wraps one to Terang. Hit it hard, but on a hop. Nice play by Terang. Ohtani to third base. It is the second out. With the go-ahead run now 90 feet away.
Yeah, high fastball that time. After an off-speed pitch, it was down. So kind of a rocking chair type situation. He did it with Ohtani, and now he did it with Freeman. Change up, something off speed, then high fastball.
Trying to grind his way through this fifth inning. Leadoff single, wild pitch. Ohtani's at third with 2 outs for Will Smith. Got in on his hands. Smith has a quick bat. It's tough to get it in there.
Likes attacking that first pitch too.
He has a knack too. When he pulls home run balls, he keeps them fair. Really gets the bat through, and hardly any hook at all. That's what he did on Tuesday, and he does it all the time when he squares up inside pitches, inside fastballs.
So you do that when you pull the hands in and the hips open up.
Fly ball, center field, playable. And Tobias Myers is going to strand Ohtani at third base. Nicely done, Tobias. Dodgers failed to score. 3-3 game. Brewers coming to bat. Bottom of the order. It'll be Hoskins to start it.
We're back at American Family Field, and tomorrow a great fundraiser as the fans will have the opportunity to donate $50, and then you can get a baseball signed by a Brewers player and the chance to win a pair of Diamonds Direct Classic 14-karat white gold diamond hoop earrings valued at $1,500. So the Brewers wives will be stationed at tables throughout the ballpark selling the mystery signed balls until they are sold out, and all of those proceeds will go to support the Brewers Community Foundation.
Love it. It's always a big money maker, and the Brewers wives do a great job. Rhys Hoskins leading off this fifth inning. 3-3 game. Brewers jumped out early with 3 in the first. Dodgers clawed back. Got 2 in the second, added 1 in the third. Tobias Myers has put up back-to-back scoreless innings, stranding Ohtani at third base. 1-1. Hoskins takes a ball. Hoskins has a good memory against Jack Flaherty. Homered off of him in his past as a Philly. Pulls out and down the line. Hernandez right there. And there is out number 1.
And a hanging slider, hit it hard, but right at Kike Hernandez. That would have been one to elevate, knock out of the ballpark.
Flaherty gave up 3 hits to the first 4 batters he faced. 2 of those were homers. Has not allowed a hit since. Matter of fact, only 1 base runner since that Contreras home run. Sal Frelick takes the strike.
Yeah, he walked Bryce Terang. He got doubled off on the Jackson Churio line drive.
Flaherty deals an 0-2. Frelick just got a piece of it. Frelick trying to get going at the plate. He's 0 for 11 in the series. One for 20 on the homestand. Did have an RBI. Brewers took 2 out of 3 from the Reds. 4th game of the series with the Dodgers, and you got Cleveland coming in. Did he go? And he did. And it's a strikeout as David Rackley rings him up. Frelick is upset. Strikeout number 6 for Flaherty.
Yeah, slider down out of the zone. Couldn't hold up. Looked like he might have gone. Let's see here. Yep, he did.
2 outs. Here's Joey Ortiz. Ortiz with 1 hit in the series. Joey hitting 9th. He's kind of settled in that 9 spot in the batting order. But the lineup is ever changing, especially when Yelich went out. Typically Terang leading off. Ortiz got some leadoff spots this year as well.
Tough guy to replace. You do the best you can, move guys in and out based on who's throwing that day.
2-1 the count. 3-1 now. Ortiz gets himself in a good count. See what Flaherty has in mind here. And he lost him. Walking the number 9 hitter with 2 outs. That'll turn the lineup over. Here comes Terang. How about a quick word from Digger's Hotline?
What does Santa do in his off-season? We can't solve every mystery, but when it comes to what's below your yard surface, visit diggershotline.com or call 811. Digger's Hotline, every time you dig.
Terang's had 2 good at-bats against Flaherty. A double and a walk. Stole a base in the 3rd. He scored a run. If he can find a gap or down the line, Ortiz would have a chance to score here. He's very fast.
Hey, wonder if Joey might be thinking about a stolen base. This is what the Brewers have been able to do all year, and these are the kind of things you have to do against the Dodgers, particularly Flaherty's been throwing pressure on the defense, get into scoring position, get a flare in the outfield, and put up a run.
2-0 the count on Terang. Terang down the left field line, slicing. It is a foul ball. Close one.
Yeah, that slider, outer half, goes right with it, just misses that line.
Terang had a key triple and an RBI yesterday. Starting to heat up at the plate. The at-bats look good. Drawing his walks. 2-1 the count. And a check on Ortiz. Will Smith throws the ball well behind the plate. He's a good throwing catcher. See how aggressive Ortiz will be. 2-1, and Turang takes a strike. Generous call.
Yeah. That backdoor slider. Flaherty's been throwing a lot of them.
Arsenal today. See what he does. 2-2 to Turang. Turang and Bowers, the only hitters not to swing and miss today against Jack Flaherty, and he's racked up a ton of whiffs in this game. Has 6 strikeouts. But Turang is giving him some tough at-bats. He's got another one going here. 2-2 again. Another foul ball. Turang just slowed the bat down.
Yeah.
Foul that curveball away.
Big knuckle curve, only 77 miles an hour, and able to get a piece of it.
It's almost like you go in slow motion mode. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming. Turang into left field, a base hit. Ortiz on his way to third. And Bryce Turang, he's back. Second hit of the game. Terrific at-bat there.
Pitch number 7. Does a nice job not trying to pull it. That's when Bryce Turang is at his best. 2 strikes. There's that slider. Tried to backdoor it, but got too much of the plate. And look at Bryce Turang just serving it into left field on pitch number 7. Well, he earned that one.
Nicely done. And it gets Chourio to the plate here in this 5th inning. Chourio has had 2 good at-bats against Flaherty himself. 2-run homer in the first. Hit a line drive for an out in the 3rd. That's what started that double play. Some stirring in the Dodger bullpen. Brewers leaning on their 20-year-old rookie. 3-3 game, 2 outs, 5th inning. Great speed on the bases. Let's see if Turang is on the move. Stays put. Chourio takes a strike. In the first. Second batter of the game for the Brewers, and Chourio on the 2nd pitch he saw did not miss. Whistled one out of here for his 15th home run of the season.
And you figure Turang's going to try and steal second base. Why not? A lot of times catchers don't even throw through in this situation. 2 outs, 1st and 3rd.
Yeah, good point. Brewers have enough speed on the bases to wreak some havoc. There goes Turang. Chourio swings and misses, and right on cue. Good call, Rock. Smith with no throw.
Kind of automatic these days, right? 1st and 3rd, take off.
2nd steal of the game for Turang. The count is 0-2 on Chourio. Boy, a hit here would be big. Brewers could deliver 2 runs. Chourio down in the count, 0-2. Got a big cut with 2 strikes. He fouls it back.
And one of his best fastballs, 96. Reach it back a little bit.
He spotted that fastball out there twice against Chourio. Those are his hardest 2 fastballs of the day. Flaherty knows he might be coming to the end, and he is letting it fly. Another 0-2. Chourio takes a ball in the dirt. Good play back there by Smith.
Yeah, surrounded that one, kept it close. Fundamentally very sound behind home plate is Will Smith. Textbook.
Do it again. 1-2. And Chourio strikes out. Smith secures it at first. And the inning is over. Chourio chasing a breaking ball. That was a good one, too. Still tied at 3. Brewers strand a pair. And we go to the 6th inning. Myers back to work. Milwaukee Brewers baseball on Bally Sports Wisconsin is brought to you by your local Wisconsin Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. Great to have you with us on this Thursday afternoon. Brian Anderson with all my friends, Dominic Cotroneo and Brent Reeland and John Walsh. Rock and Renee are here too. Gavin Lux leads off. And he takes a ball. Good game going. 3-3 game. Dodgers have out-hit the Brewers 7-4. Myers pitching in his 6th inning.
Yeah, pitched into the 8th inning against Cincinnati, his last start. He's done a good job managing the pitch count today, once again.
Michael Kopech is in the Dodger pen. Looks like the end for Flaherty. He goes 5 innings. Just stranded 2 on. A 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Soon to be into the bullpens. Pat Murphy is hoping Myers can get him through this 6th. As Lux was late on it. High fastball. Tell you, you throw that is a perfect example of the deception of Myers' fastball. 3-1, and he fouls it off late.
Yep, right at the top of the zone. You get that pitch down maybe a few inches, it might be a different result. High fastball works well for Tobias Myers.
3-2, and lost him. Went back to that spot with a breaking ball and missed with it, and Lux is a leadoff runner. Elvis Peguero starts to get loose. Dodgers have put their lead man on for the 3rd consecutive inning. Rojas takes a strike. Myers got a double play ball to win the 4th. He'd love to get another one here. Rojas shoots one through, base hit. Lux will stop at 2nd. And a dangerous start to this inning for Tobias Myers. A walk and a single. 2 on, nobody out here in the 6th.
Yeah, Rojas just has a really good ability to put the bat on the baseball. 90-mile-an-hour cutter. Thinking right field the whole way. Able to find the hole in the right field.
Chris Hook, another trip to the mound. Might be trying to buy a little time for Brian Hudson, who has just started to throw. He joins Peguero. Jason Hayward is coming up for the Dodgers at the plate. Hayward had a ground out but produced a run in the 2nd inning. He singled to right field in the 4th. Hit the ball sharply twice on the ground. He's a dangerous bat though, and it looks like he's feeling good today. He's seeing it well against Myers. 2 on, nobody out. Dangerous spot here for Tobias. And a drive into right field. Frelick is right there. Lux will tag. Rojas back to 1st. So Hayward lines out. And the 1st out of the inning.
Not a bad pitch by Myers, in on him. Jason Hayward loves the ball away. He stands off the plate for a reason. He likes the ball away from him, get those arms extended. And Hayward with a pretty good swing, but it sounded like he got it down on the trademark a bit.
He missed it by a click on the bat. Lux scampers back to tag. So that's the go-ahead run 90 feet away now. Andy Pajes, speedy center fielder. He had a double and an RBI earlier today. A little airflow inside American Family Field. They are opening up the panels. Hopefully that means the rains have moved on. That's a strike. 1-1. They're opening slowly, those 2 panels out there. left center and right center. Brightens it up a little bit in here. Here's a 1-1. Pages, a liner, caught. Ortiz makes the play. Lutz scampers back. Second out. 2 line drive outs, and Myers at this point is avoiding disaster.
Yeah, a little lucky right there. That was a bullet. If that ball's down the line just a little bit, that might score 2. Lutz with good base running, able to get back to third.
Well, Myers with 2 outs now. Number 9 hitter, Kike Hernandez. And Pat Murphy is going to make a pitching change here. That's interesting.
93 pitches from Myers. Going with Elvis.
So Pat Murphy will pull the plug on Tobias Myers. And those 2 line drive outs, convincing the manager to make a change. Another solid start by Myers. He continues to impress in his rookie year. We'll set up the matchup when we come back. Myers only a spectator now. Solid start for him against the heavy-hitting Dodgers. He'll exit in a 3-3 game. Gruber offices 1 call, that's all, call to the pen. It is Elvis Peguero, and he will inherit 2 runners. He will pitch to Kike Hernandez, rock with 2 outs.
Yeah, he's struggled in that department, inherited runners, so maybe this will turn his season around. Unscored upon in his last 6 appearances. Last pitched on Tuesday against these Dodgers. Scoreless 7th inning.
Kike Hernandez. Peguero deals, and a bouncing ball through a base hit on the first pitch. And the Dodgers have the lead.
And yet another inherited runner scoring with Peguero out there. That'll go on Tobias Myers' line today. That didn't take long. First pitch.
Has not been a strong suit of Peguero this year. He's better when he starts innings. He has allowed a ton of runners to score. He's inherited 24. He's allowed 15 to score. First ball swinging, fly ball by Ohtani to center, and avoiding disaster again. But the Dodgers have grabbed the lead. Elvis Peguero gives up Tobias Myers' run. It is a 4-3 lead for LA. Brewers coming to bat with work to do now. Milwaukee Brewers baseball on Valley Sports Wisconsin is presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook, a new era of sports betting. And sponsored in part by Northwestern Mutual, the official financial planning partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Great crowd on a Thursday afternoon, and now the Brewers trail 4-3. Dodgers have scored 4 unanswered. Michael Kopech traded by the White Sox to the Dodgers. Takes over for Jack Flaherty. These are 2 key pitching acquisitions for the Dodgers. Getting Flaherty from the Tigers and Kopech from the White Sox.
Yeah, he pitched in game 1 in this series. Scoreless inning with a couple of punch outs.
Kopech had been a starter for the White Sox, then turned into their closer, pitching more in a setup role these days. Mitchell grounds 1 foul. He is in the Dave Roberts trust tree, as he calls it. Kopech and Daniel Hudson and Evan Phillips,
one of the branches.
Those are the 3 that get the ball when they have a lead. But he's in that tree early here in the 6th inning. Oh, that ball's roasted to center field, and it's going to be caught by Pages. Man, Mitchell tagged it. Pages got a great jump and runs it down for the first out. Tough break.
Okay, Kiermaier, Pages, these guys can cover a lot of ground. Made that one look easy, took a good angle on it. Kopech liked it.
A great jump, too. They had him shaded over in the left center.
Good contact by Garrett Mitchell.
Here is Contreras. Brewers have not done much since that first inning. They've only had 1 hit and 2 walks since the first inning. Scored all 3 of their runs inside the first 4 batters. 2-run homer Churio. Contreras had a solo shot. And it's been quiet ever since. Meanwhile, the Dodgers have scored 4 and now lead. Contreras is a very good high velocity fastball hitter, and he'll get him with Kopech, who can hit triple digits. Chased one there, 99.
Yeah, not up there though. Fastball down, a lot easier to get the barrel of the bat to than upstairs. Average fastball almost 99 miles an hour.
And he believes in it. He throws it a lot. Just missed with 100. That was close. Man. Adames due next. 6th inning. 4th and final game of the series. And he got him. Went back to the high cheese. Contreras chases. 2 up, 2 down here in the 6th. A reminder for every Brewers RBI this season, Northwestern Mutual is funding 5 hours of childhood cancer research. 15 hours on the board and needing more today. 2 outs for Adames. No secrets here. Power on power from Kopech.
That is an easy 100. Long arms it. Big tall right-hander. Long strides.
Ooh, nasty breaking ball that time. The cutter throws it hard too. 91 miles an hour. And it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Anything but fastball. Ooh. Can't look for that pitch.
He can be unhittable at times. Had bad numbers really for him with the White Sox, but he's got a new lease here pitching for the Dodgers. In the air, center field. Back on it is Pages. Adames didn't quite get it, and it's out number 3, and Kopech holds serve. To the 7th we go. Dodgers lead it 4-3. Peguero back to the mound.
The Dodgers with a 4-3 lead as we head to the 7th inning here. Elvis Peguero back on the mound, and as we get into the Brewers bullpen, 2 relievers will be starting rehab assignments with the Timber Rattlers. So Trevor McGill will be pitching tonight in Appleton. He's missed the last 15 games with a low back injury. He threw a live BP here Monday, faced 2 hitters, so he'll start his rehab assignment tonight. And then Enoli Paredes, who's been on the 60-day IL with a right forearm injury going back to early July. He is also going to make a rehab assignment with the Timber Rattlers tomorrow night. So, guys, back-to-back days, good spreads for those Timber Rattlers in Appleton. But it'll be great to get Trevor McGill, especially, back on the mound.
That is a big piece to the puzzle, and what a job he did. Thank you, Sophia. Trevor McGill, where would the Brewers be without him? 20 saves. Liner to left field. Teoscar Hernandez with a base hit.
Only his 2nd hit of the series. The Brewers have handled him pretty well.
Rough showing for Elvis Peguero. Faced 3 batters, gives up 2 hits, and Pat Murphy is on his way to the mound. Freddie Freeman coming up. Dodgers lead at 4-3, and Murph will make the call to the bullpen. Toyota game reset. Dodgers grab the lead on a Kike Hernandez 2-out RBI single last inning. We play in the 7th. Brewers scored 3 in the first, have not scored since. And this one belongs to the bullpens now. Brian Hudson will take over for Elvis Peguero, the former Dodger. We'll get Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, and Gavin Lux.
Yeah, 174 his earned run average. That's good for 4th best amongst National League relievers. Second appearance in the series for Brian Hudson. Pitched on Monday.
Freddie Freeman. Single and a run scored in the third. He's hit the ball hard a couple of times. And Hudson just misses. Pretty good pitch right there. Freeman doesn't bite. Alex Vesia loosening in the Dodger pen. There's a strike. Looking ahead to the home seventh, if you want to think along with Dave Roberts. Brewers have Jake Bowers, Rhys Hoskins, and Sal Frelick due up. Got some right-handed bats on the bench if you want, including a hot hitter in Gary Sanchez. 1-2 the count on Freeman.
Yeah, 3 left-handers. I think 3 right-handed bats on the bench. Tyler Black, the only lefty available.
Runner at first to start the inning. Hudson coming out of the pen, his first batter. And Freeman fouls it away. Dodgers won the first 2 games in impressive fashion. Brewers had a comeback win yesterday after falling behind 3-0 in the first inning. Trying to split this series with a win today. Going to need to come back again. Guardians will be here tomorrow night. Team with the best record in the big leagues. Three-game series with Cleveland. Finishes Sunday afternoon. 2-2. And a swing at him as Freeman strikes out.
There you go. You don't see that much. At least not in this series.
Big out for Brian Hudson, first out of the inning.
Second strikeout for Freddie Freeman in the 4 games. And that one right down the middle.
Doesn't have big velocity, but he's got a funky delivery. Unusual release. Here's Will Smith. And now Hernandez on his way to second. The throw is in time. There you go. Boy, that's a break. Contreras jumped on it quickly and cuts down Teoscar Hernandez.
Aggressive base running by Hernandez, but good job by Contreras after boxing the pitch. Able to get there quickly and a good throw to Terang to get the out. Boy, the Brewers needed that. Kind of a weird slide, wasn't it? Coming in on the side.
Kept the tag on him as that foot went off the plate.
Yeah.
Now a strike, 1-1 to count.
An interesting slide, right?
I thought and the replay showed his foot was in there, and you saw the way second base umpire Chris Siegel was staring down in on that play. Trying to go for the back of that bag. So toes in there at that point, but now he's gone.
out.
Yeah, because couldn't maintain the bag. Also up note, Chris Siegel is an excellent umpire.
Yes, he is. He had a really good night behind home plate.
He had a couple of calls at third base yesterday, and he's on it.
Calling balls and strikes in this series. Agreed.
Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch from Brian Hudson, the cut fastball. 3-2 to Will Smith. Ready for the payoff with 2 outs. And Smith pops it up. Brian Hudson does a nice job coming on for Peguero. Had a runner at first, a strikeout, a throw out at second, and a fly ball out. Dodgers cannot score. Brewers down a run. Stretch time in Milwaukee.
Hey, today's time of the game winner, BA. Big Apple Pub and Grill in Manitowoc. If they call the Brewers by 10 o'clock tomorrow, they get 40 tickets to a Friday night game in the Miller Lite Beer Pen. This offer courtesy of the Tavern League of Wisconsin and Miller Lite.
Got another good one going on here. Two of the better teams in the National League, Dodgers and Brewers. Gary Sanchez will pinch hit to start this inning. Alex Vesia on the mound for Dave Roberts. Sanchez hitting for the lefty Jake Bauers, and the first pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah, this guy's been good this year. Pitched on the 12th against these Brewers. Struck out the side.
Sanchez 4 for 13 as a pinch hitter. Does have one homer as a pinch hitter. You see Tyler Black with a helmet on. Sanchez's homer as a pinch hitter came against Aroldis Chapman. Gary's been hot. See the splits? Better against righties on the batting average. And the 0-2, and he whistles that one foul.
Yeah, more home runs against lefties. That home run that he hit off of Aroldis Chapman was in Pittsburgh. Went to right field with it.
Sanchez has had a nice homestand. He got the start Sunday. 3 hits on the homestand. The 0-2 in the dirt. Last 9 games, Sanchez hitting .400. Includes a home run. See if Gary Sanchez can deliver a moment right here. Brewers down a run. Vesia deals. Sanchez fouls it away.
These are the guys you love to have when you're looking to get to the postseason. A guy like Sanchez coming off the bench, the veteran. Had a nice career. Big home run hitter.
Here's a 1-2 way outside. Sanchez has played in 31 postseason games in his career. He's hit 7 postseason homers. 2-2. Sanchez takes a ball.
Not a whole lot he hasn't seen in this game. And last thing you want is to have some young kid coming up there deer in headlights in situations like this. You're not going to get that out of Sanchez.
Rhys Hoskins to follow. 3-2 the countdown. Vesia deals it, and it's ball 4.
And he'll do that for you as well.
Sanchez draws the walk. The tying run is aboard. The go-ahead run will come to the plate. Tyler Black will pinch run for Sanchez. So a speed burner now carries the tying run. And a good day's work for Gary Sanchez once again.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Down in the count 0-2, fouled off some pitches and able to draw the walk. Good at bat.
And Rhys Hoskins. Can he deliver in the late innings once again? Hoskins 0 for 2. Gets a matchup with a lefty here. And he takes a ball. 2-0 the count.
Tyler Black not with a very big lead. Doesn't look like he wants to run.
And a meeting at the mound. Take you back to Saturday in a scoreless game against Cincinnati. Rhys Hoskins stepped in the 8th inning and delivered the game-winning homer. It was a 1-0 Brewer win. A clutch home run for Hoskins. Devin Williams came on to close it. And Hoskins starting to get back to his hitting ways as a Philly when he delivered so many late game clutch moments for them.
Having a good second half with the long ball.
Hoskins in a 2-0 count carries the go-ahead run in the 7th. Vesia misses again. Boy, that was a close pitch.
Vesia looking in the Dodgers dugout like they can help him.
Vesia has had his struggles here lately, but Hoskins may have got a gift right there. 3-0. Let's see if he has a green light. And it's ball 4. Back-to-back walks to start the 7th inning. Vesia pitched well earlier in this series, but Rock, this has been a bit of a trend here lately for the lefty.
Yeah, he has been walking guys. That's his 7th walk in his last 9 games. Opponent batting average at around 300. Although he did pitch well, first game he appeared here in Milwaukee, struck out the side.
Mark Pryor's on his way out. Got a lefty coming up in Sal Frelick. That is the closer, typically. Daniel Hudson. Well, Dave Roberts might be forced to use him earlier than he wants.
This might be a situation where you see Sal Frelick drop down a bunt. Lefty versus lefty.
Frelick is a good bunter, and he is very fast.
Ortiz on deck, and then you have Turang, another lefty. And we'll see what Pat Murphy wants to do.
Big spot, regardless. And all these young hitters diving into a pennant race. Frelick and Turang, second year they've been in a pennant race. Ortiz, his second year as well, first with the Brewers. Here we go. Dodgers expecting a bunt. Frelick goes up on the bat early, now pulls it back, and a little flare, and it is going to be caught by Lutz. Infield fly rule.
Didn't get enough of it. The old Butcher boy, the old Jim Gantner play. Showing bunt, pulls it back. Ideally, you want to get that ball in the ground if you can, with the infield moving around.
They got jammed.
Yeah. Not a bad idea, though.
Lutz went a long way to get there, but in the air a long time. And now it's going to be Ortiz.
When was the last time you saw that? The old Butcher boy, right?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Niger Morgan used to do that all the time. Here's Joey Ortiz. Brewers need a big hit. Brewers are very fast at second base in black. Hoskins a below average runner at first. That's the tying run at second. Dodgers outfield is deep. 1 ball, no strikes. Ooh, Ortiz taking a shot at the opposite field. He fouls it back. I like that swing, though.
Yeah. Try and shoot one into the gap, score a couple of runs.
Joey's got good power to the opposite field. One ball, 1 strike. Vesia fires, and it's up and away. Vesia has not shown good command in this inning.
Not at all.
2 walks to start. He's behind Ortiz. Hitters count. 3-1.
And it looks like he's aiming the ball right now. 91, that last pitch. Well, you're looking for a pitch in about of an area size of a dime right here if you're Joey Ortiz.
3-1 the count. Vesia pitches, and it's a strike. Yeah, a gift. 3-2 now.
There's been closer ones called balls. 3-1 pitch, didn't have to be.
Yeah. game-changing calls. Now it's 3-2. Ortiz has hit 8 home runs this year, 4 against lefties, 4 against righties. 3-2 pitch. Ortiz spoils it foul. Kind of opens up for a hitter. Opens up what you'll swing at there after that call.
Can't leave it up to the umpire. Anything close, you got to swing.
Pat Murphy giving him an earful. Big crowd getting into it, coming to a swell here. 3-2 once again with 1 out. And Ortiz pops it up. Hayward coming in. And there's out number 2. And another one that was above the strike zone, but after the 3-1 pitch, you really have no choice as a hitter.
Yeah, that one right borderline top of strike zone. You just can't take it. You're right. And he popped him up.
Well, here comes Turang. Turang has been hot. Had a good day yesterday at the plate and has had another good day today. He's been on everything at the plate. Double, run scored in the first. He walked and stole a base in the third. Singled and stole a base in the fifth.
This is where Bryce Turang likes to use left field and try and pull it.
2 outs. First and second. Turang takes a ball.
Got the outfield swung around toward left. Teoscar Hernandez in left, very shallow.
Turang has not swung and missed yet in this game. Can he come through in the clutch? Takes a strike. Vesia dropped a slider in.
Turang hitting .224 against lefties. Not too bad.
This is the first year he has been given the chance to hit against lefties regularly. Everyday player nowadays. Here's the 1-1. Turang lays off. And that one goes in his favor. 2-1.
The same pitch that Ortiz got rung up on a 3-1 pitch.
Two and 1. Vesia. And it's up and in. Ball 3.
Anyway, on here you got Churio on deck.
Frelick swung at the first pitch, but the other batters in this inning, Vesia has been behind. Hitters count. Here he comes. Ooh, Turang had a big swing, chased a high fastball. 3-2 the count now. He was going for it.
Up and in. Pretty good spot by Vesia.
Runners will get a head start. 2 outs. 3-2 the count. Turang fights it off. High fastball again. Vesia's going to that same spot. You'll see at least 7 pitches.
26 pitch inning.
Turang has seen a ton of pitches in this game. Wind it up. Do it again. Runners get a head start. Turang strikes out. Chased a high fastball to end the inning. Vesia let off the hook a little bit, got a big call, and then turned it into a scoreless inning. (4-3) Dodgers lead the Brewers, looking ahead at the weekend series in our Toyota Next matchup. The former Guardian Aaron Savali gets a ball tomorrow against Gavin Williams. Freddie Peralta and Colin Ray will have the weekend games. Don't forget Saturday's game is on Fox. Our guy Jeff Levering will call that game on Fox with A.J. Pierzynski.
We're not working.
You got the day off. But as usual, we'll be sitting in our seats practicing right up here.
Of course, Fox is going to be in here, aren't they?
We'll find an auxiliary booth.
Got to lock your stuff up.
That's true. Word is A.J. Pierzynski is going to run in the sausage race tomorrow, I think.
I was going to say he can't do that when he's working.
Brian Hudson back on the mound facing Gavin Lux.
Got to get you in the sausage race.
No. Maybe the little weenies.
On Sunday.
I think I could dominate that race.
You think you'd run the right way?
If I can finish it. Lux off the end of the bat. Adames is back in the grass and makes the play for the out. Hudson looks like he's back to form now, and he was not right. You could tell there was something wrong, and it ended up being an oblique injury. But man, what a year he's had. And that first half, he deserved to be an all-star this year.
A snub.
He's retired the 3 batters he's faced, and he got a throw out at second base on a pitch in the dirt. So he's recorded 4 outs, 3 at the plate. Koenig and Bryce Wilson. Koenig has joined Bryce Wilson. These are tough spots for managers to be in. That's why that last inning was so pivotal right there. You tie it or take the lead, then the plan moving forward is easy. You know who you're going to pitch. But you're down a run. You've got the Guardians coming to town. One day leads to the next. It's tough on managers to decide when to go for it or not. And before you say every game you should go for it, that's just not how it works in the regular season.
Yeah.
Playoffs are different.
Just have to take advantage when you're playing teams like the Dodgers, when you have an inning that starts with 2 walks. Got to be able to plate at least one. You know, you like the idea with Frelick up. I mean, showing bunt, pulling the bat back. What you want to do is get it on the ground. And the defense is looking for bunts. Just got in on him a little bit.
Rojas pops this one foul and out of play.
And little things throughout the game that turn into big things.
I'm sure Alex Vesia feeling fortunate to get out of that inning with no runs. Had no command that inning. Broken bat right to Ortiz. Fields it nicely. Good throw for the out. And 2 men are gone here in the 8th.
And again, I'm not laying that inning on Cal Frelick. I'm just saying that was a big point in the game. Instead of dropping down the bunt, tried to get a base hit. Then the pitch on Joey Ortiz that was not called a ball. These are the kind of things in close games when things aren't going your way. Those are the things that you focus on, right?
Yeah, the game changes on these moments.
Little things that could have gone the other way that did not.
Austin Barnes is going to pinch hit for Hayward. Guessing Mookie Betts has the full day off. Might have seen him already, if not. Still available on that bench.
Well, unless the Brewers take the lead, then I think you might see him.
First pinch hitter of the game for Dave Roberts.
Of course, this is probably the only spot in the batting order that you would see a pinch hitter, right? Down in the bottom half. You're not going to be pinch hitting for anybody else.
That's just coming back. He's been on the injured list for 2 months. He returned Monday. Oh, and 2 the count. Brian Hudson delivers. And did he go? He did, and it's a strikeout to end the inning. 5 outs delivered by Brian Hudson. And he keeps the Dodgers at 4. Brewers down a run. Churio, Mitchell, Contreras coming up right where you want to be in the batting order. Daniel Hudson, one of their best, is coming on.
We're at the Gruber Law Offices. One call. That's all sports. That's 4-3 Dodgers. The Brewers had a big first inning, only to be erased by that comeback, kind of flipping the script from yesterday's game.
Yeah, how about 4 runs that the Dodgers have scored, 2 unearned? It's looking a lot like what kind of happened yesterday, but 10 hits for the Dodgers, 9 singles. Brewers still have a chance.
Brewers Live postgame presented by Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin on the way. Of course, we'll hear from Pat Murphy, recap this series, and see if the Brewers can get a big victory here before we're done. B.A.
All right, thanks a lot, Craig and Tim. Here's Jackson Chourio against the Dodgers' best reliever, and Chourio rifles one into the gap. Chourio on his way to second base with a stand-up leadoff double. Kid special.
Yeah, he is. Yep, an 0-1 pitch, and he just rifles one into the gap, an easy double. There's your tying run. That was a fastball, down and in. Look at this swing. Talking about getting good extension. That's about as perfect a swing as you can put on a baseball. Tying run at second base with nobody out. Time to cash in.
Here's Garrett Mitchell now. Great start. Chourio with his second hit. Mitchell shows bunt, takes a ball. Dave Roberts has 3 pitchers he's comfortable closing games. Hudson is one of them. Kevin Kiermaier enters the game in center. That moves Pages to right. And Hudson has emerged lately as the go-to pitcher in that pen. And against this part of the batting order, Dave Roberts sensing the moment is now, and he brings on his best to face Chourio, Mitchell, and Contreras. One ball, one strike. And Mitchell swinging away, cuts and misses at a fastball. That got Freddie Freeman's attention. He was creeping in about 2 steps on the grass when Mitchell let it loose.
Yeah, hard skip to beat, I would imagine.
Good take. That's Hudson's strikeout pitch right there. Nasty slider.
Nothing else. Garrett Mitchell's trying to hit a ball to the right side. Get Chourio over to third base. Ground ball to second will get it done.
Tying run at second. Mitchell pulls one foul. Had that intention, it looked like. Brewers are 5 for 29 with runners in scoring position this series. This is the 30th at bat. Stranded 2 last inning. Leadoff double. Now Mitchell trying to come through. Buckled his knees, but he missed. Oh, close one. Contreras due next. Mitchell talking to himself. A full grind right now. He's got some pop. 3-2. And he takes ball 4. Mitchell pumped on that walk.
There you go. Good job.
First and second, nobody out for Contreras.
Yeah, that was a 1-2 count. He was able to work his walk. And a good start to the 8th.
Dave Roberts has gone early to his key relievers in this game. He went to Kopech in the 6th. Now he's gone to Hudson in the 8th. Contreras against Jack Flaherty in the 1st inning. A no-doubter up into the Lowe's level. 16th home run of the year. 2 on, nobody out. Ball 1.
See if Contreras can put on one of those patented right field bullets. Put one into the gap in right center. That'll score 2.
And an opposite field home run in game 1 of this series. And it hits Hudson. Ricochets to Rojas. Throw to first, not in time. Everybody safe. It's an infield hit for Contreras. And the bases are loaded with nobody out in the 8th.
Finally a break. Hits Hudson's leg. Might have been a double play had it not hit his leg. It hit his leg, and it's going to be a base hit, so bases loaded, nobody out.
That's a big break.
That would have been a double play.
Lux was standing right there. Here we go. Willie Adames takes the first pitch off the plate. This has been the late game, close game, clutch hitter for the Brewers the last few years. This year he's hitting .290 in the 7th inning or later. Takes a ball. Tough pitch. Good take.
Brewers showing good patience last couple innings.
Anxious moments here. 2-0 the count. And a swing and a miss. Chase ball 3. Hudson's got a little cut on his fastball, just natural cut. One of the reasons he's so tough to square up. The 2-1. Adames rolls over one foul. The count 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, looking to pull the baseball. That's why he swung at that 2-0 pitch. Out in front of that slider. He's got good opposite field power, just way back. Easier said than done.
2-2. Here he comes. And Adames hangs tough. In case you're wondering, Adames has 4 grand slams in his career. This is his 5th at-bat with the bases loaded this year. He's 1 for 4. Banda and Grove in the Dodger pen. This is Hudson's game right now. 2-2 pitch. And a base hit into left field. In to score is Churio. And we're tied at 4. Adames delivers in the clutch again.
Yeah, he's something else. Just when you need him most. Not sure about that pitch selection right there with Willie Adames trying to pull everything. Gives him a fastball in on him. Playing right into what Willie was doing, and he's able to find the base hit to left. Still bases loaded, nobody out.
Money player. And that's why teams are going to be after him this offseason. He delivers when it counts. Now it's Tyler Black. And Black, oh, what a play by Hernandez. And the throw to first is in time, but the Brewers are going to take the lead. Tyler Black, in his first at-bat, delivers the go-ahead RBI in the 8th.
Well
Heck of a play by Hernandez.
Putting the ball in play, you bet. Good defense by Hernandez, but Tyler Black able to get it done with contact. That ball goes into left field. That's 2 runs. The Brewers do take the lead. Yeah, check it out. I'll tell you, that was a good jump off the bag from Mitchell, and he's able to score.
Mitchell flying down that line. Hernandez was going to go to the plate, only needed a force there. Tyler Black pinch ran for Gary Sanchez. He gets an opportunity and delivers the go-ahead run. Now Hoskins for some insurance. 5-4 Brewers, 1 out. And a wave and a miss. Devin Williams preparing for a save now. Brewers have flipped the scoreboard here in the 8th. Hoskins hits Hudson's foot, and Contreras is going to score. Hudson's been hit twice. Wow. It's 6-4. Hoskins out. The second out of the inning, but the Brewers are up 2 now.
You got to wonder if that ball doesn't hit Hudson again, if Lutz is not going to be able to make a play at home plate. Kind of a ricochet once again. The Brewers taking advantage of that. And it kicks it over toward Rojas, and no play at home. Boy, Brewers are getting good jumps off the bag at third base.
And Dave Roberts is going to take the ball from Hudson. He went with his best, and the Brewers have turned it over on him. They lead 6-4. Pitching change coming with 2 outs. Now Dave Roberts, revolving door of closers. Goes with Hudson in the 8th. The Brewers have put 3 on the board here. They're up 2. Now it's left-hander Anthony Banda.
Yeah, saw him yesterday, a scoreless inning that included a strikeout. He has done a good job with inherited runners. Only 1 of 15 have scored.
Churriel got it started with a double. Runner at third. Frelick drops a bunt down. Frelick a race to the bag. The flip and in time for the out. Brewers will certainly want to have a quick look. Was a heck of a play by Lutz. And no challenge. Inning is over. Lutz makes a great play. Now it's Devin Williams' turn. The closer is on to try to nail it down. The Brewers go for the split. 8-9 and Ohtani coming up.
I'm gonna come out. I'll take you to the wall. I'll bring the thunder and lightning. Watch your hammer fall.
Brewers get 3 in the bottom of the 8th and now lead 6-4. And Devin Williams out to try to nail it down. He's got Andy Pages to lead off. Looks like Mookie Betts will be next. So it's going to be Pages, Betts, and then Ohtani. And the second pitch is popped up. Tarang is over. He will make the catch and 1 away.
Yeah, he was perfect in yesterday's game. You can't do any better than what Devin did last night in the 9th. 3 up, 3 down. Ohtani, Betts, Freeman. First time he's going back-to-back.
Dave Roberts will call on Mookie Betts. You called it, Rock. Said he'd use him probably only if they were down or tied. And here he is with Ohtani looming next. Back-to-back days, certainly a concern for Devin. Not throughout his career as a closer, but because he was on the shelf for 4 months and has not done it yet. Didn't do it in his minor league rehab outings. And doing it for the first time. And a swing and a miss. The airbender. Nasty changeup.
Threw him 4 fastballs in yesterday's game. Actually 3 fastballs to get him on strikes. Good changeup.
No pitch like it. 1 out in the 9th. Straightened him up with a fastball. Williams did not throw a pitch out of the strike zone yesterday. The 3 former MVPs went down in order on just those 7 pitches. 2-1. Fouled him out of play to a 2 the count. Betts does not pinch it often. If he's healthy, he plays. This is only his 2nd pinch hit appearance since the start of last season. Just coming back from the IL as well. 2-2. Stays alive.
Sticks with that fastball against Betts. And no walks in this situation with Ohtani on deck.
See what Devin has in mind. 1 out, 2-2 pitch, misses with it. That was the changeup from Williams.
See if he lands a changeup again. Goes fastball. You know, Betts is looking heater.
Full count. Here he comes. And he got him! Struck him out with the changeup.
Gutsy pitch with Ohtani on deck representing the tying run. Back-to-back changeups. He missed with the first one and got Betts on a swing on the second. What a pitch.
It's the best singular pitch in the game right now. And he throws it when it counts. 2 outs. 2-run lead. Ohtani at the plate. Ohtani, fly ball left field, slicing. And Churriel watching into the seats. Williams went with a fastball. Ohtani flew out on that same pitch yesterday. He was just a little late on it. He also missed Devin Williams' changeup by a foot yesterday. Here's the 0-1. Another fastball. Contreras kind of liked that location, didn't he?
Yeah. That straightened him up a little bit. Ohtani doesn't like the ball in there too much.
6-4 Brewers, 9th inning. Another one upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Brewers had a comeback win last night, trying to do the same today. 2-1 to count. Here he comes, and it's 3 balls and a strike. A base runner brings the tying run to the plate.
No walks. Home run's not going to hurt you.
Teoscar Hernandez due next, the home run derby champ. Williams in a 3-1 count. And Ohtani pops it up. Foul territory, going to be in the seats.
That pitch was in off the plate.
Has not thrown him a changeup yet. Nothing but fastballs.
That's ball 4.
Well, what a matchup. World-class talent going head-to-head here in the 9th inning. Devin Williams against Shohei Ohtani, the 3-2. And a long fly ball right field, hooking foul. Yikes. Changeup.
Down and in. Yep.
How does he hit the ball that far, completely fooled?
Yeah. Incredible the way he keeps these hands back.
Body's gone, hands aren't.
Hands stay back, give you a chance.
Do it again, another 3-2. See what Williams does. And a swing and a miss, he struck him out! The high cheese from Devin Williams. And the Brewers win again. Back-to-back victories. Williams closes it out in back-to-back games. And a snatch him back against the Dodgers this afternoon.
Now, what can you say about the heart of this ball club? I mean, one of the youngest teams in the big leagues, taking on the Goliath of the Dodgers and able to win a couple of games. Now, what a game here again. Back-to-back days. Great wins for the Brewers. That's going to go a long way for their confidence the rest of the way. High heater, see ya. End of game. Great series.
The game's best closer, the 2-time reliever of the year, is back in form and back on the mound, and the most dangerous weapon any team has. The Brewers shaking hands as they split the series with the Dodgers. 69th victory of the year. They go to 69-52. Brewers Live coming your way next. Craig Deshawn, Tim Dillard, Sophia down there with interviews. The Brewers get a big win against the Dodgers this afternoon. See you tomorrow, everybody.
Boy, what a comeback for the Milwaukee Brewers over the last 2 games against the Los Angeles Dodgers. They finished the deal late. We'll talk about it here from Rhys Hoskins, Pat Murphy, and more. Stick around for Brewers Live.